discoteca, la fiesta no para apenas comienza.
So my question to you is, firstly, now that there's so much growth on digital, how come you're like still looking at things like Bollywood? Has that always been like a childhood dream of yours?
I think maybe that because like as when I did Kabhi Alvida Again or Ahsaaschanna, I always had this that I want to become a Bollywood heroine. Was always there, so it's never left.
Got it.
Even if I did like a lot of TV or digital or anything, that's never left.
Got it.
And again, I would like to roll because I've been always, wanting it and dreaming about it. So I would obviously want to try it out. I would not want to like give up on it.
Is that something you're working towards right now?
Yes, that is something I'm totally working towards. Even though I'm like super busy with digital things that I'm doing. Also, if it's Instagram or anything. But that is something I'm constantly working towards.
That's what sets you apart. Also, I see a lot of actors and actresses who are your age who do a little bit of work and then they spend a lot of time partying because they think the network can be built at parties. And you're someone who barely parties. You're always like hustling. You're running around for auditions. You're going for your shoots. You reach your shoots on time. You're doing digital commitments like this. You're giving podcasts. So you're really hustling towards it. And that's why if I had to put my money on someone who'll definitely make it big in the media world, it would be you, man. So
I really don't like to party. I think I also gave it to my mother because she's always been like a very fairly strict mother. So
like you still have curfews now.
I still have curfews. Like I'm 20 years old and she wants me back. If I'm not shooting, if I'm out with friends, she wants me back like by 10:30. And so she's always whatever. Like even if I've not got into drugs or whatever, like you said, it's all because of
You
her.
see a lot of drugs around you?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be
I'm not just talking about weed. I'm talking about like you've seen people doing coke and things
No,
like that.
not that. Only weed people.
Yeah, but weed and hash, it's like spread all over. Like, the
It's
media
everywhere,
industry.
dude. Everywhere.
And I'm sure you've been offered like weed and hash. Like,
not offered, as like people are doing, and mera man karta tha, I would have done it. Like it's just that I've never even tried. Like I don't even want to experience how it is because I know how it is. Like I've seen people be like all happy and everything. But my high is in food and work and stuff.
And being the face of TVF and the Indian digital ecosystem.
Yeah, people recognizing me on roads. That's my high.
My first question to you, something I'm curious about because I'm a 90s kid. I grew up watching you in Colgate ads and Himesh Reshamya videos. So what was it like growing up as a child star, man? Like in this country? Because in America, the stereotype about child stars is that they grow up and get into cocaine and they get into heroin and things like that. But what was it like growing up as a child star? You're one of the most sober, nice, ambitious, focused human beings now.
Thank you.
So
thanks, Ranveer.
So as a kid, when you were an actor, what was happening there?
So I'll be honest, I've never seen like a normal childhood, that's for sure, and I don't know how it is. And I've always wondered how it is, but all my friends were like, again, not actors, so I sort of know what they go through and everything. But I always and it's not like that I'm like I regret it or something. I just love my childhood. I mean, I don't think that I can imagine my like childhood
being anything
normal
else.
Being anything else.
Got it. But so, you felt like you got that real childhood even though you were working?
So I was just coming to that. My mom always made sure that I'm doing everything that a normal 5-year-old or a 6-year-old or a 7-year-old does. So she always made sure. So she like even if I was working, even if I was like in the movies or I was doing TV shows or whatever. So she always made sure that I'm going to school regularly, so I'm not missing out on any school or my education and that is something she always wanted me to go to school. And I went to all the classes. Like I used to go to Kathak class, so I'm a 9-year Kathak dancer also. And she made me like go to skating classes and karate classes and swimming classes. So she always made sure that I'm doing all of those things. So that way so I've like lived the normal childhood. But otherwise, like even in school, like that little extra attention that I used to get from friends and from teachers, and being pampered on set and seeing the limelight and everything I am very lucky to be experiencing all of that. So
Do you remember working with Shah Rukh Khan?
I remember properly remember every moment with him because I was 6 years old and I was like really good. So he is a very humble guy. So and it was very cold. So I remember he used to like there were a lot of kids when there were like football scenes happening, and so there were so many kids, and he used to make like everybody run and warm up and so that we don't feel cold. And there was this shot that I gave and he clapped for me. Wow. So I remember these things. I used to make like cards for him and stuff like that. So I remember these
Nice.
things.